Welcome to Rob on Holiday. In today's video, I'll be sharing my list of the top 10 things to do in Lisbon based on my trip to the Portuguese capital in February. Lisbon is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Europe, and it's easy to see why. There are so many beautiful buildings and monuments to explore that it was hard to choose just 10 to include in this list. But without further ado, let's get started. At number 10, the Expo 98 area. Located several miles north of Lisbon's historic centre, the Parque de Nações is a complex of attractions built for the 1998 World's Fair in Lisbon. The biggest draw here is the Oceanarium, which was once the largest aquarium in Europe. The aquarium is home to 8,000 animals, including sharks, rays, penguins and otters. While you're in the Expo area, also take a walk through the Jardim de Água, the water gardens, and admire the views of the impressive Vasco da Gama bridge along the waterfront. At 9, Pillar 7 experience. During my visit, I came to the conclusion that Lisbon is Europe's very own San Francisco, and that's mainly because of the stunning 25th of April suspension bridge. You can't walk along the bridge, but if you want to see it up close, then the Pillar 7 experience is for you. The Pillar 7 experience sees you take a lift up to the bridge and stand in a glass box overlooking the bridge and the River Tagus. The Pillar 7 experience is not for the faint-hearted, but if you don't mind heights, it offers a great view of one of Lisbon's most iconic sites. At number 8 on our list is the National Pantheon. The National Pantheon consists of shrines, and in some cases the final resting place of some of Portugal's most important figures, from explorer Vasco da Gama to footballer Eusebio. Not only this, but the building itself is beautiful inside and out. You can even climb up to the top level and walk around the central dome during your visit. However, the highlight of a visit to the Pantheon is the roof terrace. Lisbon has so many great viewpoints, but this is one of the best. 7. Lisbon Cathedral. Lisbon Cathedral, or Sé de Lisboa, appears rather simple when compared to cathedrals in other European cities, but this simple facade is quite beautiful, with its central rosette and 2 symmetrical bell towers. Inside you'll find a grand central altar lined with columns on either side. The square outside the cathedral is also a fantastic place to watch the historic 28 tram go by. Number 6, Geronimus Monastery. The first of 3 attractions in our list in the Belém area, the Geronimus Monastery dates back to the 16th century and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There are 2 main areas of the monastery to explore. To the left is the church, which has a stunning ornate ceiling and columns. To the right is the main section of the monastery, where you'll find the beautiful cloister. Visitors can walk all the way around the cloister on 2 different levels, offering close-up views of the monastery's architecture. Number 5, Praduo Commercio. The Praduo Commercio is Lisbon's most famous square. Located at the water's edge in Lisbon's historic centre, the Praduo Commercio is lined with cafes and restaurants with distinctive yellow facades. At the back of the square is the Rui Augusta Arch, a stone memorial arch that acts as a gateway to the rest of Lisbon's historic centre. You can climb up to the top of the arch for views over the water and the Old Town. Number 4, the Monument of the Discoveries. Also located in Belém, the Monument of the Discoveries stands along the waterfront opposite the Geronimus Monastery. This 170-foot tall monument is a tribute to the golden age of Portuguese discovery, and the explorers carved into the side are impressive when viewed up close. The monument's position also offers fantastic views over the River Tagus, the 25th of April bridge and the Cristo Rei. You can also take a lift to the top of the Monument of the Discoveries for panoramic views over Lisbon, Belém and the water. 3. Castello da Grao. Standing majestically atop Lisbon's highest hill, the Castello da Grao is the most popular tourist attraction in the city, and it's easy to see why. This 11th century Moorish castle offers fantastic views over the city. Although there are no inside areas to explore, the fortress walls are still intact, and you can walk around these walls and explore some of the castle towers. The Castello da Grao is a highlight of any visit to Lisbon. At number 2, the Bellm Tower. The Bellm Tower might be small in stature, but it's one of the most recognisable sights in Lisbon. The tower was built in the 16th century and was made a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983. Built as a gateway to the Atlantic for Portuguese explorers and as a fortification to protect the city, it stands proudly by the water's edge, offering views over the Tagus and the 25th of April bridge. And number 1 is the Cristo Rei. My favourite attraction in Lisbon was the Cristo Rei, a 110 metre tall, 28 metre wide replica of the Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro. Located on the opposite bank of the River Tagus in the Almada district, the Cristo Rei was built in the 50s to show gratitude for Portugal being relatively unaffected by the events of World War II. You can take a lift up to the viewing platform where you can admire the magnificent statue close up. During your visit, also don't forget to visit the lower viewing point, the best place to see the 25th of April bridge. And, in our opinion, this is the best view in all of Lisbon. That's it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed our countdown of the top 10 attractions to visit in Lisbon. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified every time we upload a new video. Thanks for watching Rob on Holiday, and we'll see you next time.